this is pretty amazing. I was looking around at my notes and in my videos that I had already shot and discovered that this was our 5-year anniversary. I didn't even realize it. Our first video was in August of 2018. Back then, we didn't really know what we were going to shoot. We just had gone out and bought a little Sony camera and went from there. The first year, our most popular videos was one about never buy a car in Vietnam.
Why no car in Saigon is a very good question. I'm from Texas. I can't really imagine not having a car or a pickup truck. It's really hard to understand the problem unless you've seen the traffic here. There's about 9 million people in Saigon. Everyday commuters and locals flood the streets, all on scooters. Cars, buses, and trucks probably don't even make up 5% of the street traffic.
The other video about is Vietnam really communist was the other. The one about really communist still gets about 100 or 150 views a month. It's been a popular video. It's kind of interesting. I really enjoyed shooting it, and Rea's in it. That was the first video she appeared in.
I'm here today with my wife Rea. We're at Vivastar Coffee in Saigon, Vietnam. We're making this video today to explain why we moved to a communist country.
How is living in a communist country?
First of all, the only experience we've had with the communists in this country is when we came through immigration. And I'm not sure they're communist. I think they're just a bunch of guys in green suits that are doing their job.
Yeah, it's been really great. 5 years in YouTube. We didn't know that we're gonna stay that long. It's been so much fun to do it. If you've been watching the channel and you didn't subscribe, just subscribe now.
In 2019, we did some camera gear videos and a lot of videos around our neighborhood.
Hi, this is JR, the Texpat in Saigon. I don't do many camera reviews or camera accessory reviews, but today I'm doing one because I found an application that I think that Sony users of like the Sony Alpha cameras or the Sony RX or HX cameras would really find interesting and very helpful to them. The application I'm talking about is Kamudu. It's a really interesting remote control app for the Sony camera that replaces the imaging experience that Sony offers.
And I tried to do some that were funny, but I guess my sense of humor is probably not the same as most people's. They didn't do very well. Oh well, I guess at least I thought it was funny, so there you go.
Today we're going to discuss retiring in a different country. My experience is in Southeast Asia, so that's what we're going to talk about. I made a list here on my phone and I'm going to try to follow it. So wish us luck here. Maybe it'll come out okay. When you come to Southeast Asia, a lot of things are going to be shocking to you.
We also shot a lot around the neighborhood. That was kind of fun too. It was the first time we started doing that.
We took the Osmo out on our street to try to simulate a drone shot and also a follow shot. I think we did pretty good for our first try.
And of course in 2020 COVID hit. Of course it didn't hit on the first of the year, so we got in some videos there. But when COVID started locking things down and they closed some streets and this and that, you pretty well didn't know where you could shoot or when you could shoot. But we took every opportunity we could to shoot as much video as possible. We've averaged about 100 videos a year. We're doing pretty good on that.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about cinematic video, 24 frames per second, and my YouTube channel. The entire time I've shot for the YouTube channel, I've shot at 24 frames per second. That's because I followed all the directions and instructions that I saw on other channels that tout camera equipment and how to do things for YouTube and how to make cinematic videos. Honestly, I changed. About 6 videos I started shooting at 30 frames per second. And I think I had pretty good reasons for doing it.
Rea was real excited about our new f1.4 Viltrox lens. We never had a lens that fast and she wanted to do some night shooting with it. Well, I don't see real well at night, but I was willing to try it if we stayed on some bright lit streets. Rea and I had just finished up at the Aeon supermarket, and on the way home we turned on a side street. We saw King Koi Coffee. Now Rea said she'd been at King Koi Coffee before with her friend Maris, and we should definitely go inside. Rea said the best place to sit was upstairs, so we climbed the stairs to the top, and man, she was right, it's a great view from up there. This is right by my house. Well, I would say that when you can buy a fresh squid on the corner, that Saigon's getting back to normal. I think everybody's glad to see that.
This is JR, the Texpat in Saigon. I got a chance to test out another lens. I think you guys probably are all familiar with it. It's the 28 to 70 kit lens that's for the full frame Sony.
2020 and 2021 definitely slowed us down. I even had to crawl out under fences and barricades to get out to shoot some video.
Well, I shot this video back in June of 2021 when I first started having a problem getting a visa renewed. I did the video and then I decided I better let my agent take a look at it and see what they thought. Well, they advised me not to publish it, and I didn't. And now, with all the problems I've had, I don't care anymore, and I'm publishing this video. Yesterday I visited immigration again, and everything that they told me on my previous visit turned out not to be true.
In 2022, it was moving on time. I got my visa all messed up over in Vietnam. I made some videos about that. I was kind of a hostage over there for a while. Couldn't get in, couldn't get out, couldn't go anywhere. It was a mess. Rea got out and went to the Philippines. That's her home, and I followed her there.
Hey, this is JR, the Texpat on the go. Hey, you may think that the title of this video and the thumbnail's clickbait, but I assure you it's not. Being a hostage doesn't mean that you're sitting somewhere in a chair tied up with a bag over your head and a gag in your mouth. That's not the only definition of a hostage. I'm going to read you the definitions of a hostage. It's a person held by one party in a conflict as a pledge pending the fulfillment of that agreement. Well, that kind of applies, but here's the one that really applies. One that is involuntarily controlled by an outside influence. That would be me. And the outside influence is the Vietnam Immigration Department.
Now we're in Subic, near the old Navy base that the U.S. had until 1992. So we're trying to figure out what to shoot here. We've done some videos, but there's just not the ample number of topics here that there are in the big city of Ho Chi Minh. And we're kind of out in the countryside, so we do what we can. We take every opportunity we can to shoot, but unfortunately, there's just not a lot of things to shoot. We have some interviews with some local people. We've been planning to do that, but the rain has just been fierce, and we've really not been able to do that for the last month. And I think Rea's got some challenge videos scheduled with some of her friends and cohorts, so it should be fun. Well, anyway, hey, it's a happy 5-year anniversary. We've been glad if you were entertained, and we sure hope that all you people that have watched and didn't subscribe will subscribe to the channel. Sure makes us feel good. You know, the one thing that's weird about our channel is we've never developed a niche. Maybe somebody could help us with that. We'd like to have something that we can focus on. It would sure make things easier. I've got friends that have interesting channels like that. One focuses on RC cars, another one on camera gear, another one on wristwatches, but we just don't have a focus. We're out of focus. So if you think of something, hey, let me know. This is JR, the Tex Pat, on the go, saying thanks for watching.